Hi, Max&Garch here, and welcome to this guided explanation of how to speedrun Civilization Any Person for the PlayStation. Before we get to the actual guide, I will explain you what's the goal and what are the differences between the PC and the PlayStation version. So any person, like in any other game, is to get to the end of the game with a victory screen as quick as possible. So here that's going to be a military victory on a small map with three civilizations including the player. So actually two computers. That's the same for PC and PlayStation version. Now you've seen the PlayStation version time, 13 minutes and 2 seconds, with an unverified run of 12 minutes and 8 seconds because it just been submitted today by me, and the any percent for the PC, 50 seconds. So what's the difference? Uh, there's three main differences. Performances, uh, the game runs smooth with a good PC. Uh, there's also like you cannot make multiple moves in a row uh, the with the troops. So you on the PlayStation version, that's gonna take a while to move each troop. And the third one, it's actually a feature that's been added to the PlayStation version because it's been released 2 years after the PC version. If you erase a civilization early in the game, it's gonna be respawning another one. The rule is it's gonna if you are early enough when you need the civilizations, it's gonna cycle through all of the civilizations of the same curve. In this game, there's 21 civilizations, and they are by a group of three of the same color. So, for example, in a game, there cannot be two civilizations of the same color. You cannot have the Carthaginians and the Greeks in the same map uh, at the same time. That's not possible. So that's why you're gonna, if you play as the French, you're never gonna be seeing the the Germans and the Vikings, for example. Uh, in a speedrun setting, you're gonna cycle through all three of the civilizations. For example, if you have the English at the beginning of the game, you're gonna have to beat the English, obviously, the Carthaginians, the, and the Greeks, and there can be additional response. But there are two mandatory response, so three civilizations in total, and there can be up to five civilizations. It can cycle two more one more time. So that's for the differences between the two speedruns. So now I'm going to show you two runs. First, that's a run. No, so that's two ancients. So here is the run that's been unverified, where I get a time of 12 minutes and 8 seconds. So what's the strategy? Strategy is one, to deactivate all the settings in the setting menu. Uh, so all about the tutorial, because you're going to be in easy mode, Cyclopedia, etc., etc. So that you lose as less time as possible with the screens. The leaderboard cannot be deactivated, but the leaderboard can provide some bit of information I will tell you later. So first that, then you're gonna want to cover as much space as possible. The strategy in the PC version and not the PlayStation is to run a troop and try you and hope you get to see the two civilizations as much as quickly as possible. That's bearable because there's no respawn first, and that runs quickly. 50 seconds. You can rely on the RNG, cycle through dozens of seeds to get a good one. On the PlayStation, that's not possible because one, the optimal run will be uh, multiple seconds long, and two, because the optimal run will be much harder because there's not gonna be two civilizations involved. That's at least 6 and up to 10. So if you're lucky and you have the 6 saves, that happens very rarely. I don't have any knowledge. That's complete RNG and it's hard to calculate. And I don't know if there is even a formula about the response. But the optimal run for PlayStation would be extremely hard to get. Like a few years ago, I thought the optimal run was gonna be like 15 minutes, but now this time lower than that. But that's really hard to calculate. So now you get as much troops as possible. Two scenarios. One, the villages give you troops naturally and you don't have to make through cities. Second case scenario, you don't have enough and you'll have to make this from cities. The most optimal, theoretically, is to not make cities because manipulating cities it's gonna take time to your run, just de facto. But that can make you a good run. Like for example, here I made 12 minutes despite having two cities, but two cities made runs at a quick rate, and I just had 5 states troops made naturally that wouldn't have been enough. Quick tip for the response. Here, for example, here is a good place for respawn. There's a lot of grass field near rivers too. Like the second case scenario for respawn is this, or rivers with plains and grass fields. These are the two places where civilizations can respawn. Usually around rivers, but in this run, half of them were near rivers and half of them were in the grass fields, as it's gonna be shown in a few minutes. Here, for example, at 5-minute mark, I still haven't found a civilization. Every record of the PC version, even the old ones at 4 minutes, they already finished the game. But in the PlayStation, it's just longer to get through everything. So now I'm gonna show you the respawns. So here, for example, there are the white and the yellow civilizations. So you see, here is not from the Romans because it's out of reach of the city. That's because I've beaten the Russians there, that are white. I fight the Romans, so that's the second white civilization. So I know there's gonna be a third, and I've already beaten the Egyptians and the Aztecs. So I've beaten 2 yellow ones, and I've beaten the second white one right away. And I found the third one. I've been pretty lucky. And here's the
I'm
third
so lucky.
yellow one. So theoretically, at the moment I beat the white settler, it can end if I'm lucky and there's minimum response. So minimum response, it's 6 saves in total. Here the run is not gonna end. In the future,
Okay,
we know that the Aztecs respawn a second time. Not the Aztecs, the Egyptians.
The sound is glitching. No. Why does that
Yeah, that's
happen in
an
this game?
annoying thing about this game in general. If you keep with the
yellow.
first the first soundtrack, the first soundtrack, it glitches at random. To get back to the speed run, uh, we're gonna fast forward to the end of the run.
Please, Egyptians, manifest yourself.
So here, that's been more than 2 minutes that I beaten the Celts, and I'm in desperation to find
Yes.
the Egyptians, and I found them eventually. And the run is gonna end the moment I I get the victory screen.
Yes.
So at 12 minutes and 8 seconds. So if you appreciated this guide, you can drop a like on this video. I'm gonna throughout the video, I'm gonna show you some. I'm gonna show you all of the information about the PC version run, two runs to see two scenarios. So here I showed you the city situation and the no city situation. The no city with enough naturally spawned troops, and also uh, a playlist with all of my any percent runs. Uh, I uploaded to YouTube. So that's gonna be from 31 minutes for the oldest one to 12 minutes. That's this video. And also, you can drop a follow if you want to see more speedrun content. I've seen that you liked the previous video about the future 10%, and if you haven't seen it, here it is on top of the screen. And without further ado, on to the next time.